evening, everybody, and here we are ready for some PLR action. Welcome every single one of you to round 2 here on the World Tour, where the big boys play. It's time for split 1 at Spa. My God, what an evening we are going to have. Welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you're going to have a great evening with us tonight, because tonight is packed. 90 minutes of racing, of pure action. We will talk about the racing conditions in just a few moments, but for now, welcome and enjoy the time with us. How are you, Juan? I'm doing great. I hope you are doing fantastically. My lovely friend. Evening, I see some let's goes. They're from Snitterfant. And you're damn right, let's go. We are ready to have an incredible evening here tonight. What we're gonna do, first and foremost, take a look at the standings, because of course we had round 1 last week, and what an amazing race we had. We had it all: speed, messiness, absolute disaster. We got action, incredible clean overtakes. You cannot say anything else than just a perfect start of the season. Let's take a look at the standings, and as you see on your screens, it is none other than Mr. Conrad Siata in the lead, taking the victory home. What a great race this man did. Once he took the lead, no one could touch him. There you have, on P2 it was Lucas Vase, then Miles Dixon, Chuchkovic, Sparks, Long, Kristanich, Spriggs, Olino, and Arlabi for the top 10, and then we move on with Marquez, Benkrup, Papa Giorgio, Madsen, Lotson, Blesic, Van der Horn, Rumbounce, Jansen, Tadic, Rene Kern, Paul Weller, Maibom, Hildal, Sinkinen. Then of course Thomas Ascari, Van de Katsbeek, Van der Kule, Solotarev, Verhoef, Blamins, Kleina, Kajan, Montero, Devsic, Vurbenbink, and then Enrico Paris and Peter Foldesi. And to end things off, Romla Jensen. Ladies and gentlemen, this race is going to be fantastic here at Spa. Of course, everything presented to you thanks to PLR. Big love to the community, because we wouldn't been able to do this without you, my friends. So big thank you. We are going to move into pre-qualifying. Let's take a look at that. There you see at the moment in your screens, Powala. We'll see how he can perform. Let's get a little bit of volume on those engines. There we go. I like that. You see Mr. Wallace struggling a little bit with traction. But nonetheless, I really think 90 minutes is going to test every single body's consistency. Of course, no mandatory pit stops, but we all know you got to make it. You got to make one pit stop to make 90 minutes on Spa. But of course, we'll see how the drivers handle with strategy, because at the end, it's not only how fast you are on track, it's how fast you are up here. To play with strategies, to play with undercuts, overcuts, it doesn't matter. You are free for all here, so we'll see how the drivers deal and cope with the situation. Welcome everybody to the stream. There I see my lovely Alma as well. Amazing to see 20 people already in the stream. That's fantastic. And please, I beg you, please invite your friends, your relatives, whoever you'd like to see join the action with us, because today 90 minutes, let me tell you, that's gonna be a hell of a fun. A hell of a lot of fun, sorry. I'm English today, not looking too good. Same goes for my hair, because I'm going bald, but we will leave that there. Let's go now with a man, the current champion from season 2, Lucas Vase, at the moment leading with a 2:16.897. That is a good lap indeed. Sheesh, that is incredible pace. We'll see how he's going to cope with the race pace, of course, at the moment 16 degrees on track, so the temperatures are optimal for those tires. So it's very, very good to see that finally the weather is accompanying the drivers, and now they can exploit their driving to their maximum. It will be interesting to see how the different cars have different pit strategies. Indeed, I think it's going to be one of the key points to survival and to overtaking. Because yes, Spa is a temple of racing. You all know it. We'll go for a little bit of a track guide once we go into qualifying. But you know, you can make lots of overtaking maneuvers on track. But at the end, if you time your pit stop correctly, you can hit the jackpot. Remember, this is Spa. This is not the GP pit lane. This is the GT Endurance pit lane, which takes more than a minute to cross. So you can guess why I'm saying this. Of course, we also need to keep in mind that if we see any drive-thrus, that's the end of the race 1000%. Because with that minute drive-through, you are long gone from any chances at getting good points in this race. You see Mr. Lucas Vase still improving. 4/10 up. My God, are we going to see some 15s? That's going to be incredible. Let's see, because we're going to go on board with him and take a look as he approaches the bus stop. What will he be able to put? He crosses the line, and my God, in heavens above, that's a 16.5. Wow. They are pulling all of the stocks here. Oof. That's going to be incredible. We have a very fun qualifying session in front of us, let me tell you, friends. And there you have it, the whole whip now. Nice to see him on the top of the board. Will he be able to get into the 70 low? Yes, he does. He actually overtakes Conrad Siata. We only have 2 minutes remaining of qualifying. 2 minutes remaining for the drivers to focus as much as they can, because it's time to rock and roll. Oh yeah. Let's take a look at some other gentlemen on track. Another man that didn't disappoint, Van der Marquez. There you have him. At the moment holding P4. But let me tell you, the gaps, times-wise, they're really big now. So we'll see how that develops through what matters most, which is the qualifying and the race, respectively. There you have Mr. Marquez, as I said, going now into the third sector. And my friends, tell me in the chat, who do you think is going to take this second victory home? Let me see it. Who are you betting for? Me personally, I'm not going to bet, because I am the commentator. But let me tell you, anything can happen. Right now, as you can see, it's dry. Who knows if that's going to stay for the rest of the race, because we know what happens in Spa. It's not very sunny most of the time, so we'll see. There you see now Danny Jensen. He was doing an incredible race on this item. Unfortunately, a drive-through just screwed everything up for him. The DSRT driver at the moment holding P6 with an 18.2. Very good lap indeed. But we'll see if he can show himself as a true competitor for the lead. Are you kidding me? Chance for rain? Hey. You never know. Life is a bowl of surprises. We do not know how the conditions are going to be, but what I can assure you is that one way or the other, they're going to be very fun. You can see with 15 degrees on track, people are just abusing the track, and I love it. I love seeing these very quick times. So we'll see what qualifying prepares us with. We're going to move into it in just a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, changeable conditions indeed. We do not know. We do not know what's going to happen. So we'll see. That's also something very, very important. Knowing how to adapt in certain situations. Because yes, let's say it starts raining. Well, what can you do? Do you immediately switch to rain tires, or do you stick with your dry tires as long as you can prolong it? You know, there's many different strategies when it comes to changeable weather conditions, because the track is going to react in different ways. You can never predict fully how the track is going to feel. It all comes down to how much it rains, how long it's going to be there. We don't know exactly. So it all comes down to a little bit of luck and lots of thinking, lots of strategizing. You see Mr. Jensen now going into the pit lane. We only miss a couple more people going in. Ben Crook is one of them. He just went inside, if I'm not mistaken. We only have Van Marquez on track. He's going to cross the line. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for qualifying. So let's go right into it. And there you see everybody coming out. We are ready to rock and roll. You can see I just added something new to the stream. You can see the gear the drivers are on. The same goes for the speed. And you're going to be able to see their lap times divided by the sectors. I really hope you enjoy those ones, because it's more data that we can give to you. There you have Mr. Robert Arlavi. Very good performance yesterday. Really good job. Making everybody proud. Indeed. And my friends, it's time to rock and roll. I hope you like the new updates we're doing to the overlays and such. Because let me tell you, it looks slick, baby. I love it. It looks incredible. I love it. And I hope you do as well. For now, we're going to go into the outlap with everybody here. There you see Mr. Jensen. What a lovely livery. I am a big fan of that, no doubt at all. Please let me know if the volume and everything else is alright. And as I previously said, if you can, if you'd like to, please invite your friends, your family. Because the more people enjoy it, the more we see the support, the better things we can bring to the table. And of course, any feedback you have, please say it. Give it to us, because of course we are not perfect. We're here to learn, and there's no better teacher than the audience who spends hours and hours enjoying our content. So big thank you to every single one of you, and we are gonna go live into the first fly lap. So you see Romero Jensen slowing down, trying to get a little bit of a gap, and we are actually gonna do a track guide with Mr. Jensen himself. We go now, of course, through the classic Las Olas, turn number 1. Get it very sharp through there. Of course, we head now into the classic, the epic Ocean Radillon. Let's see how Mr. Jensen deals with it. There you see, completely flat, careful going through the entry curve of the ride, but nonetheless, good job so far from Mr. Jensen. Of course, we're going now through the Camel Straight into Lacombe, 7, 8, and 9. What an incredible section. That brings us into the second sector. There you see Jensen abusing the entry curve as much as possible, which is what you have to do. Be really careful going into the power through the turn 9, because it can bring you straight to the wall. Now we're going to Brazil's. A lovely hairpin. Of course, we are missing the new corner built for MotoGP. We're going to No Name now. Turn 12. Here it is in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. The double left-hander. It is Pujon. One of the toughest corners in the whole track. Be really careful with the power, especially with the traction. It's so hard to nail this double corner. But now we go down the hill. as we approach Campus. Some sort of chicane. Of course, you see Mr. Jensen abusing the entry curves, and that is exactly what you need to do to gain time. Now heading into Stavelot, curve number 15. You can go as wide as you want here on this curve. On the exit into Corporal Fred. And now, of course, Blanchimont in front of us. The penultimate corner. Corner number 18. There you have him. Mr. Jensen goes flat through it. Temperature looking incredible. 15 degrees on track. And the classic. The bus stop. Here we go. The chicane. Verhoeven with the fastest time so far. The 18.665. And now Jensen is going to try to set something better. Unfortunately, went a little too hard on the curve. And that was an invalidated lap. But that was a full lap on spot. I hope you enjoyed it. There you see Arlavi now with an 18.4. Mr. Montero. Montero goes for a 19 dead. Welcome everybody to the stream. Good to see people are firing much with Exile and Nordic driving here. Good luck to Faze, Marquez, Dixon, and the rest of them. Thank you very much. Mr. S2 Anders. Vamos, hermano, vamos. Vamos. I'm ready for some action here. Let's go now with Belegajan. I had the pleasure to see him on the chat before, and my God, this guy is looking real fast. And talking about fast, Siata puts the provisional pole position with a 22.17.630. Great lap indeed. Let's go now with Mr. Gajan as he approaches Blanchimont completely flat, no issues at all. And of course, the bus stop in front of us. Let's see how he's going to approach this last chicane. You can see he's going to go a little wide on entry. That must have not helped him a lot, but nonetheless, there you have Mr. Gajan crossing the line and jumping straight into P12. That's a good lap indeed. Now let's take a look at a man who was at the top of the board, at least on pre-qualifying. It is Sam Verhoeven. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Mr. Verhoeven now going through Stavelot into Kern. Paul Frere. My French not very good, let me tell you that. But Mr. Verhoeven looking real good so far. We go on his one camera as we approach Blanchimont. I'm guessing he's going to do it flat with this Lexus. Lots of straight speed for this incredible GT3 car. At the moment looking real confident, real good. He needs to nail this bus stop, and that's the perfect entry to it. Let's see if he's going to do the same with the exit. He's going to avoid that exit curve, and I think that has helped him massively, ladies and gentlemen. But Verhoeven crosses the line with a 2:17.737, and that jumps him straight into P3. Good lap for Mr. Verhoeven, but look at that. Roman Jensen has just taken his card. Let's go now with Freddie van de Ketsby. As you see him go now through the third sector into Blanchimont. Supposedly flat for the BMW as well. There you see no issues at all. This is the perfect conditions to drive. 15 degrees. I love it. We're going to see everybody exploit. There you see Ben Crook takes the pole with 2:17.205. Now, Mr. Van de Casby is going to go for 19.5. We're going to go now with the Season 2 World Champion, Lucas Vase. 4/10 up. He has a shot at taking Ben Crook with 12 minutes remaining on qualifying. Everything looking real tight. Within the top 23, 2 seconds of a gap. That's what you call excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with Vase. Down into Bohon, the double left-hander. Very good line indeed. Let's go on board with him to go through Campus. You can see he's not hitting the curve as much as we saw Mr. Jensen. Of course, it all comes down to the car and how the car handles the curving in the different tracks. The BMW is not bad at it, but of course, you cannot compare it to a Bentley. It's just a curve eater. There you see Mr. Vase now. Well, he just went through turn Paul Frere. And now heading into Blanchimont, turn number 18. With Vase we go, getting closer to the end of the lap. 3/10 up from that 2:17.6 as you see on your screens. Very good third sectors with no purple on any of them. Now he needs to nail this bus stop, and I assure you, he absolutely smashed it. The 2:17 dead takes provisional pole. What a lap from Lucas Vase. That is what you call a clutch bus stop. He just gained 5/10 on it. Arlavi now trying to get back into the top 5. Crosses the line and puts himself in P7 with a 2:17.930. Good lap indeed. Let's go now with Marko Devcic, the man just behind him. We are going to get the 16s for sure with these temperatures. I am 100% certain we are going to see those times pop up. Devcic now through the finish line he goes. He will be able to get into the mid-18s. Indeed he does. No, he doesn't. 18.9. That puts him into P22. Let's go now with a man we haven't seen so far, Mr. Igor Kristanic, as he heads through Lecombe. Oh, careful with the exit curve. Now we go into a full fret. Sorry, that was Stayflock, not Lecombe. Kristanic now 3/10 up from the 18.3. He should be able to hit those 17s. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. With 9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining of this qualifying session, he has a good chance of getting there. At the moment, we see him go through the bus stop. That is a very good entry, and same goes for the exit. Kristanic nailing the bus stop. He crosses the line. Will it be enough to get into the 17s? No, it is not. 15 thousandths of a second away from it, but the P8 is there. Good lap nonetheless. Let's go now with Filip Hosbic. There you see him now going through Campus. Ooh, that's a little too wide. Maybe he can fix it here. That's not the best exit you could have gotten. Let's see if Stayflat is going to be his lucky corner. It's looking real good for him. Let's see if Paul Frere is going to be the same. He's going to do it completely flat. And there he's going to win a little bit of time. He was 5/10 up, but he did lose some time on Campus. Here we go with Hosbic. Getting closer to the bus stop. Of course, the Porsche excelling on cornering speed. We'll see if he is going to prove us right. Unfortunately, he's going to overshoot the entry of the bus stop, and he's not going to be able to improve. Just 1/10. Will that be enough to put him in P11? No, it is not. Very unfortunate for him indeed. Let me see what you're all saying in the chat. Bobanito, good job, Vase. Solotarev, better than Vase. Okay, I like that. I like you supporting your good friend. Look at that. Siata with Festico. Yes, baby. Our sponsor for the Challenger Variety League. Let me tell you, I love me some Festico. You'll see me have a taste live one of these days. A big love to our first sponsor, Siata at the moment. Make him proud, because he is 5/10 up. He's going to need a couple more to get into pole position. Let's go on his morning camera to see what is in front of him. Only one car and 3 corners remaining. Blanchimont, of course, undoubtedly flat for the alien. And now the bus stop. He needs to leave it all here. 7 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. Siata absolutely smashing the entry of bus stop. Same goes for the exit. Will it be enough to get the pole position? Ladies and gentlemen, he gets it. The 16.9 from Konrad Siata. That is what you call a lap time. And that is what you call a lane-in. Let's see if the man behind him, Lucas Vase, is going to have a shot at him. Because at the moment, he only needs 1/10 to make it happen. Let's see if he's going to be able to do so. Because let me tell you, my friends, it all comes down to this last set of corners. Siata already improving a couple tenths. But nonetheless, Vase ain't going to give up. Let's go on board with him and take a look. if the bus stop is going to be the one that is going to give him the edge and give him provisional pole position. There you see base completely flat, no issues at all. We head into the bus stop now, 19 and 20th. There you see the late braking from Vase. Will it be enough though? That's a great entry. He needs to nail the exit. There you see, not hitting the curb, not hitting the sausage. He's going to cross the finish line. Will that be enough, ladies and gentlemen? No, it is not. 2:17 dead. And it's not going to be enough to beat Seattle's time, at least not yet, but he already gained 2/10 here on La Sauce. We'll see and check on him a little later. Let's go now with Adam Long, who's just about to cross the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a 2:17.8. Jumps him straight into P8. Great job from Mr. Long. Behind him, we have Alexander Chuchkovic. Very good performance on the first race. Let's see if he can repeat history and do the same for the second one here at Spa. Mr. Chuchkovic at the moment 5/10 up from that 18.6. With that, he will get himself into the top 10. Now, let's see if he can still gain a little more through this last set of corners. There you see him. Of course, this part is completely flat, so not a lot of time you can gain here. Siata with a 16.7. My God, the alien is unstoppable right now. Chuchkovic goes through the exit of the bus stop, and my God, he's gonna put a banger as well. That is a 17.977, as I told you. He goes into P10. Great lap from Mr. Chuchkovic. And let me tell you, my God, Conrad, stop it, mate. Just stop making me feel bad. He is still improving. 2/10 up again. Man, this dude is unstoppable. Lucas Vase at the moment not improving on his lap time, as you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen. He needs an absolute miracle through the bus stop to gain 4/10. And I don't think that is going to happen. There you see, great entry for Mrs. Vase, but he is going to go for a new one. He knows there wasn't anything to try out. A new lap, and let's see his Vase. Can't have a shot at that pole position for now. Looks secure from Conrad Siata, but look at this man, Ben Crook. He's saying otherwise. Let's see, because he only is 3 corners away from the finish line with 3 minutes remaining of qualifying. Ben Crook is looking real strong, and if he can get a couple more tenths, he will go into pole position. That is a great entry, a little bit of the sausage, but nonetheless, good corner. Ben Crook, will that be enough to take the pole position? It is not, but it is enough to take Lucas Vase down into third with a 16.977. Great lap. And now there you see Ben Crook was losing a lot of time on La Sauce, already 3/10 up. So maybe, and just maybe, we will see Mr. Crook having a shot at Conrad Siata. Let's go now with Miles Dixon. There you see him, P7 at the moment, 3/10 up. That will make him right into P4. It's looking real promising for Mr. Dixon so far. But he needs to stay calm and stay focused. For now, very good Pujon. As we go down the hill into the campus, let's see the Honda driver. There you see, not going too hard on the curb. The Honda, not the best car on the curbing. Undoubtedly, there you see Dixon now. He's really smashing this third sector. We go now through Stavlad, now into Paul-Fray. 6/10 up. Be careful, because Mr. Dixon can show himself in the top 3 if he keeps on going like this. Of course, the sibling is going to help him as well. And let's see what's about to happen. We go through Blanchimont with Mr. Dixon, only 2 corners away from the bus stop. He's going to have to try to make the move here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he's going to do it or not. He's staying behind, trying to get the right line. He has lost a little bit of time, and that's very unfortunate for Mr. Dixon, but nonetheless, that is a P4. Great effort from Miles Dixon. But without the car in front, he could have made it to top 3, even top 2. Mr. Ben Crook has an aborted lap time, so he's only going to have one more chance at a pole position. But for now, it's looking real good for Conrad Siata, who is still improving. My God, this dude does not stop. Amazing. As there you see the roundabouts now. Who's going to go through the finish line? What is that going to be? The 79 for roundabouts. That's a good lap indeed. Let's go now with the DSRT driver, Danny Jansen, through Stavlad into Paul Frey. There you have him. Didn't do it fully flat. 1/10 can't get him into P5. So it all comes down to these last 3 corners. Will he be able to commit? Will he be able to make it happen? It all comes down to the bus stop. Let's go into the helicopter to see if that is going to be a reality or just a dream. Very good entry from the DSRT driver. Same goes for the exit. Will it be enough to take the P5? Mr. Jensen is going to cross the finish line, and that is going to be the P5 indeed. Great lap. And let's go quickly with the man behind him, Conrad Siata, the alien, already close to the finish line, and he's still improving. Let me tell you, that Festico must make him even faster. He's going to cross the line. Will he be able to improve on his fastest lap time? Unfortunately, it is not. Only 30 thousandths of a second away. But it looks like no one is going to be able to challenge him. So it might be a secured pole position for the alien. We will have to await the last few cars on track. One of them is Mr. Rene Kern, who's approaching Blanchimont, as you can see. He's going to go through it right now. There you have it. Now, getting closer into the bus stop, getting closer to the finish line. 5/10 up. If he can nail this set of corners, he might have a shot at a top 20. He's going to cross the line, and that is going to be a P26 for Rene Kern. Behind him, Thijs van der Hoorn, looking to at least getting to the P30. We will be able to see in just a few seconds if that's going to happen or not. That's a great entry on the bus stop. The exit, not as good. Will he be able to get into the 18s? Will he be able to get the P30? No, he is not. 19-2. That's very unlucky. Let's go quickly with Sam Verhoeven. I think one of the 2 remaining cars on track. The man in front, Ron Maginson, they have him. He is the penultimate man to cross the line. Verhoeven, 3/10 up. This would put him in P5. Take Danny Chance's P5 away. And that is not going to be enough. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great qualifying session. And we go into 90 minutes of pure racing. Let's go into the race session. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You know it, I know it. We're gonna do a little bit of a grid walk on 20 FPS, because let me tell you, there are a lot of cars in here. But look at this. It is going to be the alien back into the lead. What a great qualifying lap. The 16.7, unbeatable. Side by side with him is going to be Ben Crook. Then we move with Lucas Vase, Miles Dixon, Danny Jansen, Verhoeven, Jensen, Maibom, Arlavia Marquez for the top 10. Then we have Hosbich, Long, Chuchkovic, Rombouts, Kristanich, Montero, Sparks, Kleina, Lawson, and Wella for the top 20. Then Budovan Tadic for Lessie, and of course, behind him, there you have Thomas Scotty, then Sinkinen, Rene Kern, we got Emil Madsen, Sortalev, Tefsic, Gajan, Sprix, Van Casby, Van Horn, Vlamisch, Blesic, and to top things off, there you have him. He's going to be the last man on the grid. We are going to go to take a very nice shot of the full grid. 35 gentlemen on track to leave it all there. Right now, the weather forecast is telling us that at least for the next 30 minutes, it's going to be incredible. We are going to see an optimum temperature, optimum track state. We are about to witness one of the best races of the season for sure, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, as my routine is, I need to take a sip of thy water. Because as you know, I am a very lousy Spaniard. And I need my water. If I don't have my water, I'm going to die. And we do not want that, right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to go get myself some water and get ready for what's about to happen. Because we are ready to rock and roll. What an amazing race we have in front of us. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go right into it. 1 hour and 30 minutes remaining. 40 seconds for the cars to start their engines. I'll see you in just a second. There you see the cars starting their engines up. We are ready to rock and roll for 1 hour and 30 minutes. My God, it is time to make this happen. Such excitement. You can feel it in the air tonight, right? Just like Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And you can feel the turn one, the old rush, because of course the race starts just after La Sols. So the first corner of the official green light race is gonna be Rouge and Ranillon. Oh my Lord, be ready, cause pandemonium might happen. Complete chaos might go out in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this quick outlap, and from there on we'll go green, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to the 20 people that are watching the stream right now. Please invite your friends or family, because we are about to start this thing off. And let me tell you, it ain't gonna get better than this. Oof, I am so excited. I am ready. I am ready for this hour and a half race to start. There you see, we're helping save bees. You damn right, Festico. You are damn right. Let's take a quick look at the man on the back. It's Nico Vlamus. There you see the penalties coming from Gajan, Desic, Zolotarev, and Madsen. The four men with 5-second penalties each. Of course, keep in mind, bear in mind, these come from qualifying or the previous race. Nonetheless, we are ready to start things off. And to be honest, 5 seconds in an hour and 30-minute race, if you strategize it well, Let's see. I can feel the excitement for all of you and for me, of course. Good Lord. We are about to start things up. 90 degrees on the track. Perfect temperatures for the race to start. Will the rain come? I do not know, but for now it's not looking like such. The next 15 minutes are gonna be clean. You don't see a lot of clouds in the sky, so that is giving us a little bit of a good impression. Of course, the rain can turn everything upside down, but ladies and gentlemen, we are one corner away from the green lights to come out for the second time in the season. The second race here at Spa. 90 minutes of pure action. And we're going to start things on a rouge. Oh my God. I cannot wait to see how this is going to end up. We are going to go into the helicopter. I know y'all missed it. You damn right you did. Mr. Siata is gonna be the man as setting the pace, leading the pack, and we are just about to start things off. The green light's in front of him. We are going live in just a few seconds. Ben Cook needs to be on point to try to get this position done, but everything can change in just 15 seconds. The green lights are gonna come out right about now, and we go live with Gordon Siata getting a great start indeed. He's not gonna have any challenges going through a road already contact between the tires. Oh Lord, pandemonium, absolute pandemonium. 15 cars out of the track already. Good Lord in heavens above. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my good Lord. We're going to take a full replay of that. There you see Typhon now on the back. We're going to get a better shot at that because there you see two cars spinning the This looks like a Call of Duty game. A machine gun. 20 cars out of the way. In turn 1 and 2, I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this was going to end up this way. Unfortunately, it did. Oh, my Lord, live. We have Ben Crew completely spun around. He had a great chance of finding Control Seattle and trying to take a replay. We'll be able to see it. Oh, he spun on his own. He spun on his own. And he's going to go back to P8. Pursuers indeed. Oh, my God. What a way to start things off. Let's go now with a good fight here in the middle. Oh Lord, a 5-man fight being led by Semberhuef. Just behind him, Danny Jensen with a great exit indeed. Can he make it happen? Can he make it through the inside? He goes, and he makes the move done. What a great exit out of campus for the DSRT driver indeed. Let's go quickly with Philip Hospich. There you have him fighting with Robert Alavi. He's not going to try anything easy, just put the pressure. We're getting a lot of move here in the middle of the pack. Sikkinen, Blesic and Long trading positions. Now Long losing the position to Mr. Blesic. Behind him, there you see Igor Kristanich really slowing down. It was a very good qualifying session, but things haven't turned out the way he wanted it to be. Now we go into the second lap with Miles Dixon. There you have him. P3 at the moment. This exit could give him the P2. Because look at the overspeed of that Honda. He should be able to try something on Lucas Base. There you see. Even with the slipstream, it's being very tough for Mr. Dixon to try something out. He's showing the nose on the outside of the Coom. But obviously, there's not going to be any move in there. And let me tell you something. Look at this man. Kim Maibom on P4. That is what you call a great start. And a great performance so far. We'll see if that's going to stand as the race goes by. There you see now Marko Devcic in a little bit of a sandwich between Miko Vlaminc, who started at the complete back, now in P11. Let me tell you, Vlaminc has gained 23 positions. Blesic has won 25. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We already see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people in the pit lane. My God. My Lord. This is going to be a turnaround indeed now. Sparkle's going on the inside and he makes it through the provisional. What a move. Through Campus. That was beautiful to see. Let's go now with Miles Dixon. There you see him. P3 still trying to get Lucas Vase, but things are not working out for him so far. Of course, we're only here 4 minutes into this 90-minute extravaganza. Oh my Lord, that is Lucas Vase going very wide on the entry of the bus stop, and Dixon makes it through. No issues at all. There you have now Blesic, the man who has won 26 positions from the start. And there you saw Sparks diving up the outside. What a great move from Sparks again. This man is rocking it right now. Lots of pit stops, as you can see. Even an overtaking maneuver on it. Well, that makes it through. Let's go now with Devcic. Side by side with Nico Vlaminc, she goes. Let's see if he's going to be able to try something out of Orush and Ronillon. There you see, very good Orush, but Devcic is going to go a little too wide. Careful, because a lot of cars are rejoining the track. This can turn things around. You really need to be careful with this. Look at this now, the fight on the front of the pack. It is Arlabi and Mabom in front, behind him. Left cars, and in the middle, Hosic and Ben Crook. Oh God, that traffic is already here. We've only been here for 5 minutes. Let me tell you that this is not going to be fun for some of the drivers. Let me show you the last 3 laps of these gentlemen. As you can see, those are their respective times. Let's go quickly with David Sparks again. Great exit. Will he try something out of Pujon? You can see the overspeed from the Bridgeman. At the moment, man, this dude is flying. He ain't waiting twice to try something on Sanjin Blesic. What happened to Chuchkovic Jackson? Indeed, we had a 20-person pandemonium out of Ronillon, and that has changed everything on this race. Sparks with a great exit again, Mike. Man, this dude is on fire. We'll take a look at him in just a little bit. Let's go now with Miles Dixon, who's being attacked by Lucas Vase. We saw the move right in this corner where Lucas Vase went a little too wide on the entry. Conrad Siata with a 17.8, the fastest lap time of the race so far. That is what you call a banger now. Sikkinen goes to the inside of Emil Madsen as we go through the finish line. That is an incredible move on the bus stop. Let's go now with Peter Fordesi. Fordesi makes the move through before Blanchimont. So that is what you call a clean cut move. Let's go back with Blesic. There you see how close it is between this man, Sparks, and I have to cut you down because Miles Dixon has lost the car by himself, too hard on the curve, and nowhere to save it. The corner steering ain't gonna work, and that car is absolute smoke. Oh my God, what an incident. And now Mr. Dixon is down and out. Arlabi takes P4. Maibom goes into third. Lucas Vase into second. But of course, the leader, Conrad Siata, 6 seconds away from P2. There you see the gaps really coming through. Let's go now with Danny Jansen, who's closing in on Marko Devcic. Look at the big pack of cars. Devcic now trying to attack the man who just overtook him, David Sparks. What an incredible start from this man indeed. Absolutely flawless. And let's go quickly to the fight between these three gentlemen. It is Maibom, Arlavi, and Hosvich. Great little squirrel here. I see 25 people in the stream. Thank you very much, and I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing, because let me tell you, goddamn, I am. Very good exit from Philip Hosvich. Let's see if he can try something out. Out of the bus stop. Completely flat he goes. He's not going to have enough speed to try it out, or maybe he does. Look at that. The really late braking. He's going to put the car on the outside off the bus stop. Side by side they go, but that has not helped him at all. Maybe Ben Crook can reclaim the P5. That was a very risky move very early into the race. And there you see Crook showing the nose. Going to brake a little later, and he's going to make it through. No problems at all. Easy move and no risk. Devcic loses the position to the ESR driver, Mr. Danny Jansen. Back into P12. We still have some good fights going on all throughout the track. Kaibom now again being hunted down by a big pack of cars just behind him. There we go now through the comb. We see some blue flags being thrown out because, of course, after that turn 1 incident, everything has changed. Viardi has gone into the wall. Same mistake as we saw Miles Dixon do. Oh, that car is not going to feel too happy. That's for sure. Ben Crook now on P5. Closing in on Arlavi. And same goes for Arlavi and Maibom. Very good exit from everybody out of Pujon. We go down the hill into the campus. But everybody's too far away from one another to try something in here. So next overtaking opportunity is the straight that leads us into Blanchimont, into the bus stop. We'll see if that is going to happen or not. But what a great start of this race. And nice to see that the front is still fighting hard. That is a great exit from Ben Crook. And let me tell you, he might have a shot at Mr. Robert Arlavi. There you see the overspeed of that Honda. The Honda drivers fighting one another. But Ben Crook this time, he's going to make it through now. We're completely flat through Blanchimont. Arlavi behind. Let's see if he's going to try a little bit of a bring back. He's not, of course. Oh, he overshoots it. Nearly crashes Ben Crook, and now Arlavi puts himself in a very bad spot. He's going to be able to defend the P5, but I don't know if that's going to be for too long. There you see David Sparks now on P8. What a move on Emil Maxson. Man, this dude does not stop impressing us. What a move again. Very, very nice from Mr. Sparks. Let's take a look at the gentleman in the back. 2 retirements already. There you see Roman Jensen. One of the top contenders, unfortunately, on the full back. And let me tell you, that ain't going to feel too good. Let's go quickly by Ben Crook. Look at the overspeed from the Honda. Now by Bone being hunted down. Side by side they go. Through the camel straight into Lacombe we go. Is Mr. Crook going to commit to the inside for the first turn? He kind of does. Can he stick to it? It looks like he can. Still side by side. But at the end, looks like he still gets the better exit, the better traction. Will he be able to make it through Brussels? Here we go. Will he be able to close the door now? He's not. Side by side, they still go. What a great fight between Kim Maibom and Ben Crook. But Ben Crook again has the inside line. Side by side still. Little bit of contact between these two. Again, the back doors. Still side by side, and now we go down the hill to Pujon. Ben Crook makes it through. Now Maibom getting a very slow exit. And look at that, Robert Arlavi ain't going to wait twice. He's going to try something out as we approach into the campus, but still my bomb being able to defend it. What a great fight. It got a little messy once we went into no name, but a great overtaking maneuver nonetheless. Wow, what a great section between these two drivers. Blessage now trying to get Danny Johnson for P11. There you see. Not being enough, we need to go quickly now back into P5 because it is Arlavi being hunted down by Mr. Hosvich. The Porsche now with the overspeed. Will he try something out on the exit? On the outside, you know the Porsche can brake really late. Side by side they go, of course. Now he cannot commit to the inside line. He's still going to stay behind. But that was a good and valiant effort via the roundabouts. That car is a complete mess, and he's going to have to stay independent for a little while. That is unfortunate. Let's go now a little further down the back with Sanel Tadic fighting with Bela Gajan. 0.4 of a second separate them. We're about to get into lap 5 with these two gentlemen. Devsic with a 5-second penalty still, of course. Very close racing from these two. Let's see now. Because again, we have this lovely fight of Robert Arlavi closing in on my bomb. Let me tell you that Honda straight speed is being really good so far. Arlavi now closing in as we go through the corner. Now into Brazil just in front of him. Look at the exit again. Is he going to dive up the inside? No, he's not. He's going to be patient. He knows there's no need to risk it this early into the race, because we still have 1 hour and 15 minutes to go. That is a great exit again out of no name with Arlavi. Try it. On Pujon, side by side they're going to go. No, Arlavi. Smart of the two. My bomb loses it. The bait worked to perfection. There you see the replay. With my bomb, the counter steering puts him into the wall. Thankfully, it wasn't a very hard hit, but that drops him back to P9. Wow, what an unfortunate incident. But Arlavi played that very smartly. There you see Paul Weller now closing in on Jones Briggs. We'll see if these two are going to have a little bit of a fight. Siata with a 17.8. There you see it. The man doesn't stop flying. Already 7 seconds ahead of Lucas Vase. Marko Devsic now closing in on Sanjin Blesic. Brothers in arms. Blesic goes a little too wide. We go into the helicopter to see if Devsic is going to try something out. He's going to go for the outside line. Side by side he goes. Oh my lord, he nearly makes contact with a lap car. Thankfully he doesn't. Let's move now with my bomb. We saw him lose it on Pujon. I told you, one of the toughest corners on the whole track. If you misjudge your throttle input, you are on the wall, and we've seen it more than once already, that it is key to be safe and sorry through there. My bomb now trying to get back his focus, his pace. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. But now the gap have opened up. There you see. Hey, let's go with the leader. 2 lap cars between the leader and Lucas Vase in P2. 7.5 seconds behind. There you see him. And we are getting a little bit of a scratch here for P8. Jansen and Blamish, and in front that is Mr. Bybom and Madsen. Or Madsen with a 5-second penalty. As you can see on the standings, Jansen still pushing, still trying to get the best out of that Audi. One of the many men who were involved in that big accident now, that is Blamish, making a little bit of a mistake through Pujon, and we heading to the campus. Jensen, can he try something out? I don't think so. Nonetheless, he's going to grade a good exit. Let's go now with Pt1 closing in on Jock Spriggs. The fight has been going on for the last couple of laps. And these two, they're not disappointing. We'll take a look at them in a little bit. But now we're going to go with Danny Jensen again. Because things are really getting tight here for P8. Have a second within these 4 drivers. So nice to see that the packs are starting to close up. 1 hour and 11 minutes remaining. Lots of racing left. Still no rain to be seen. Let me tell you. Imagine if the rain came now. How would that be? That would be absolutely amazing. Nonetheless, we are having a lot of fun here, Jensen. Now, a very good exit. Let's go on board with him as he goes through. Russian Pujon, that's a great line. That's a great exit. And I feel that is going to be Nico Vlamin's losing the position. Maybe not. But the overspeed is there from Danny Jensen. He might be able to get the inside line. There you see a double, too wide. That is my ball making it on the inside. Same goes for Danny Jensen. Blamins nearly loses it. He's going to be able to save it. He's not going to lose a position in the way because that was a lapped car. So at least he is still alive. There you go now with Emil Madsen closing in on Kim Maibom. The blue flags being thrown all over the track. What an exciting race. We go back with these gentlemen, Spriggs and Verhoeven. Let me tell you, they might be at the back of the pack, but they're giving us some great racing. Look at that shot. Isn't that beautiful? Spriggs now. Good exit through Pujon. Same goes for Pt1. And Verhoeven, there you see 3 men leaving it all on track, and I love that. And let me tell you something else as well. Look at this, Robert Alavi. Again, Hosbich has closed up. So this fight ain't gonna stop for a while. Man, what an incredible race so far. 20 minutes in, and my voice is nearly gone. What an incredible spectacle. There you see that side by side between Jensen and Madsen. Who's going to have it? Who's going to get it? That is a great exit from both of them. Jensen seems to get the better out of it. There he crosses the finish line, and he's going to make it through. And if he doesn't overshoot Las Holes, Jensen is going to keep that P9. Indeed, he does so. Good move from the DSRT driver. Spoiler alert, split 2 is Marina Kranjak P1. Oh baby, I love that. Madsen, as you can see, closing in, but the exit from Jensen is just sublime. Sublime. Let's go now. Back with Verhoeven. Well, I made a mistake. He has lost a couple of seconds. Verhoeven now with a lot of overspeed. Let's see if he can make the move happen. He's going to go on the inside. It doesn't look like it's going to be any bit of a challenge, or maybe it is. Verhoeven on the inside. He makes it through. John Spriggs, good move. Again, Lacombe, one of the biggest opportunities of overtaking on the track. And well executed indeed from Sen Verhoeven. Let's go now with David Sparks closing in on Phil Sinkinen. These two have been fighting for the last 15 minutes. Sparks, what a race so far. One of the MVPs in my book. He has only won 10 positions. Sinkinen has won 19. But these two are giving us a show to not forget. There you see now, Jensen has already caught up to Kim Maibom. So we'll see how this is going to turn out for the two drivers. Still no rain to be seen. The temperatures are fantastic So let's recapitulate and take a look at the front at the big boys in the lead. Conraziata leading with 8 seconds of a lead. That's what you call a Sunday drive for 217s all over the board. And Lucas Vase is not being able to catch up because they're putting the exact same lap times as you're going to see. The lap times are pretty similar. Ben Krug, 12 seconds behind him. But hey, he recovered the P3, so good job indeed from Mr. Krug. After that, very tough start. There you see the side-by-side between my Bob and Jansen. Jansen now is going to get a very good exit. Will it be enough though to try something to keep my bomb? My advice would be to lift a little bit, not try to eat him out. Through a Rouge, we'll see. Yeah, you see he lifted a little bit. Now he can do it completely flat. And now it is the time to attack. And we are going to go on board with this man to see if the move is going to happen. And you can see the overspeed already ahead. The lap car is going to get in the middle. Oh my lord! That could have ended really bad. Jansen makes it through and the lap car nearly tries to go on Kim My Bomb. That, whew, that is not good. That was would have been Bing trying to move that didn't make a lot of sense. Nearly ended bad for the two guys in the top 10. Let's go now with Marko Devcic. There you have him on P13. Very consistent race so far. You can see the car's completely scratched in and out. Blissett just in front. Of course, Devcic still with a penalty that he will serve once he goes into the pit lane. Or he can serve it with the time being added at the end of the race. We'll see what he decides to do. Nonetheless, great race from the two gentlemen. Solotarev so good. Why don't we go and take a look now at Mr. Senel Tadic. There you have him. And as you said, Solotarev, so I can give you a little bit of happiness. There you have him on P19. He's not doing bad. He's in a little bit of no man's land. So hey, no complaints overall. Let me try something out. Let's see. One second, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. We're back now with everything updated. There you see Mr. Sparks going through a Russian Radion. There you see the front, the back, and the insides of that car. Very comfortable for race. Very comfortable race for him so far. And what a great effort. Undoubtedly, as I said, one of the MVPs so far, as we're gonna hit the 1 hour mark. We've already been here for 30 minutes. Things are starting to calm down. And let me tell you, wouldn't it be nice to get a little bit of rain? Sure as hell will be. We're gonna go now to take a look at Senel Tadic catching Vela Gajan. There you see him. Great exit from Tadic. Will he try something as we go into Brazil? Side by side they go. He's still gonna commit to the outside line. That is a very brave move, but it ain't gonna work out. Now he needs to nail this exit. He does it very good, but it's not gonna be enough to catch Gajan. As you can see, still 0.3 of a second between both of them. And why don't we take a look now at the man behind. There you see Daniel Montoro. Oh, careful. I need to go with roundabouts. What has happened to VR? The roundabouts, he started great now. Good save from the wall. That is a very nice save indeed. So no damage added other than the tires that are going to be completely cooked But as I was saying, let's go with Daniel Montero. There you see him on P32. Of course, not a lot he can do, the poor man. One of the 19 drivers involved in that turn 1 accident. In front of him, Brandon Kleiner from the DSRT Civics Pro team, trying to catch Paul Weller. Weller was fighting for P23. Unfortunately, that mistake cost him a lot back in P30, and now Kleiner might try something out. Let's see if the speed is going to help, if it's going to be enough. Are they going to go side by side? They are. Kleiner is going to commit to the outside, but now he's going to have to go down. And back they go. Now with Peter Foldesi. Great exit indeed. And it looks like it's going to be enough to try something on Rene Kern. Side by side they go. Look at the action from everybody involved. Now, Foldesi already ahead, as you can see. Oh my lord! Nearly contact between the drivers. Jesus Christ, what is happening? Lapped cars and current drivers on lead lap having issues to communicate with one another. We got a yellow flag. Tadic has crashed with Gadjan. No, Gadjan lost it, and Tadic had to slow down. That is an incredible save, let me tell you that. Let me tell you, that was a very good save indeed. Let's go now. Back with Kleiner. He made the move on Weller for a second. He had to back down of it, because if not, well, then we're going to go. On the wall. There's still some fighting going on, and now we're going to hit the 1 hour mark. 1 hour remaining. Still no ring to be seen. We'll see if it's going to get there or not. Anything can happen. Sparks now really closing in on Phil second. He's going to try the outside line. Side by side they go. What a brave move from Mr. Sparks. They nearly made contact. Sinking and trying to close the door, but it didn't work out. Side by side they go across the finish line. And here we go now. Getting closer to Las O's. Will Sparks commit to the outside again? He does indeed. The DSRT car just in front of him. That is a good guess, and indeed from the BMW driver is still going to stay behind. That is a very smart move to get the overspeed on Orush, especially running on. You can see he's getting away from the slipstream. He doesn't need it. That's what he needs. Exactly. Go full throttle and make the move as safe as possible. And that looks to be what is about to happen. Sparks side by side again. Sinking and Sparks. What a great show these two have been giving us. And they're going to go side by side through the curb. Sparks commit to the inside, and he makes it through. Another incredible maneuver from David Sparks. Great overtaking maneuver. Let's go quickly now with Peter Foldesi and Rene Kern. We saw these two having a little bit of a struggle. And again, we go through the same corner. They nearly make contact with one another. Side by side they go. Foldesi now on the inside line. Will he be able to close it in? Side by side they still go through the second corner of Lacombe. Foldesi can he close it in for the third time? Jesus! It was bound to happen. That was very close. And let's take a replay. There you see. Unfortunately, they come to contact. Vlamin's in front of him with Rene Kern. My God, lots of incidents happening all over the board. Let's go now with Thomas Ascari, another DSRT driver, trying to catch Bela Gadjan. There you see a real close fight from these two. Ascari with a good exit as we go down the hill. Through Pujon. The campus in front of him. Ascari looks to have the speed. Will he dive up the inside? He's going to break later? No. He's going to stay clean. Put the pressure. And from there on, they will work it out. Let's take a quick look at the front. Conrad Ciata, 14 laps, 9 seconds ahead. Very comfortable lead. Lucas Vey is just behind him. There you see him. He's 11 seconds ahead of Ben Crook. He finds himself in third. There you see the 18s all over the board. For Mr. Crook, the PLR driver behind him. Mr. Alavi, and then Hofsich, Sparks, Sinkinen, Jensen, Maybaum, and Madsen for the top 10. Great race so far, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of exciting things happening. Verhoeven goes into the pit lane, as you can see. The pit lane of hell. Takes 30 minutes to go through it. Let me assure you that. You see Clyde now trying to close in Paul Weller. Through Brussels they go. Got a little too close to comfort. And come on, ladies and gentlemen, tell me in the chat, with how things are looking, will we see rain? Let me see it. What do you think? There you see Mr. Klein now, not being able to close in as much as possible. Second and I have behind David Sparks already. Seriously, Sparks, what a race. I don't think it's going to rain. Hey, we'll see. I like your opinion, mister. We'll see how things are going to turn out. Because let me tell you, if the rain comes down, oof, that can change everything, Ascari. Let me see if we hit the wall. Let's take a replay of it. Buhan, too much power. And the wall. The wall indeed. Not a lot else he could have done there. Now, we don't have any fights on track. But Hoef comes out of the pit lane safely. And as I previously told you, things are really calmed down now because the gaps are massive. Absolutely massive. Let's go with the leader for a little bit and let's enjoy. Have a lap with the man who is dominating this race so far here at Spa. 54 minutes remaining. And he is just chilling. Sun ain't helping things out, let me tell you that. But nonetheless, great fighting the Usinov and the Catsby makes it through Woodham and Bank. Move has been done for P21, but Bank ain't gonna give it up. Nearly makes contact with him as we go through the last corner of Lacombe. Fight still on, Woodham and Bank. Closing in still, he's not letting a gap go. And he's going to keep on fighting till the end. There you see him. Let's see if he can nail this exit out of No Name. He does, but it's not going to be enough. We'll see now. Of course, most of the drivers have pitted at least once due to the incident. But in a few minutes, we'll see the real pretended and scheduled pit stops coming. Of course, 1 hour and 30 minutes. No car can make it through that. Robert Alavi! What has happened to the man side by side? Oh, he was going side by side. And let me tell you that was a lapped car. So that must not feel right. There you see, just... Oh. The lapped cars, as I told you, and the cars in the lead lap not having good communication with one another. And things are really turning out dirty. Van de Catsby now on the outside of Woodham and Bank. And Van de Catsby completely overshoots it. Will he be able to rejoin the track? My God, that is dangerous. That is dangerous indeed. Oof. Do not do that again. That is not a good rejoin. And let me tell you, Arlavi's mistake has helped Mr. David Sparks, who finds himself already 1 second behind Robert Arlavi. And you can see Arlavi's car just in front. There's only one lap car in the middle. And from there, the fight will be on. What a rejoin. Yeah, that was not a very pleasant rejoin indeed. I'm sure Van de Caspi didn't intend that. But yeah, that's not something we should be seeing anymore. Spark still trying to close in behind him. As you can see, that is Vil Sinkinen. And in the middle, if I can get to him, which looks like I can't. Can I get it? Let me see, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get the car in the middle? Van der Kleine, there you have him. That took me a little bit. Let's go back with Van der Caspi. Oh my lord, I nearly made contact. Going downhill into Pujon we go now. Would have been Benkas lost the position. Van der Caspi ahead. This time around in a safer manner, which makes me very happy to see. Now let's see how these two keep on going. Again, big thank you to everybody who's here. 20 people, friends. $20 people, thank you very much. Please invite your friends to the party, because when we see the pit stops coming, that's when things are gonna change. There you see Sparks just made it through because it's Arlavi going in. Now we do not have any fights on track, so it's time for a little bit of calmness after 30 minutes of full thunder. What an amazing start of a race. But now, of course, as predictable, we have a little bit of calmness. Now we're with Vink still trying to catch Freddy Van de Caspi. Gap still within a second. So there's a chance there. We see some more pit lanes coming. That is Arlavi and Blizzard going in. We'll see if anybody else is going to answer this pit stop. Probably the people behind trying an overcut, as well as an undercut on one another. We will see, but for now, let's take a look at a man we haven't seen too much. Emil Madsen, as you see him there. Yes, he has a 5-second penalty, but what a race from this man, 18 positions up. So great performance from Madsen, getting out of trouble after that messy start. Montero, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Oh, a little torn though. Oh, power. That front of the car is toast. That is complete toast indeed. Montero's not going to have a good time. Let's go board with him to see if he has any steering damage. It doesn't look like so. So I guess that is a positive, but you can see the car is not looking good at all. So at the live now, as you can see, 20 seconds behind Igor Kristinich. We'll see if he's going to go into the pit lane. Doesn't look like so. And now, let's go with P2, Mr. Lucas Vase. There you see him, just cruising around, still 11 seconds ahead of Ben Crook, 9 seconds behind Conrad Siata. Gaps are staying the same, the laps very similar within one another. As you'll be able to see, he has been doing 18 mid, Ben Crook the exact same, and Conrad Siata the same goes for him. So very calm race for the podium so far. Message coming out of the pit lane, as you can see. We'll see if the rejoin is going to be in a safe manner. Of course, that does not come about the car exiting the pit lane. It is the responsibility of the car on track to let space to the car rejoining. Madsen goes into the pit lane, and we'll see if he's going to serve that 5-second penalty. Let's go now with Brandon Klein at the back, P30. catching on Pongwaller still. We'll see if the move is going to happen at the end. 47 minutes remaining. And as I said, things are looking calm down. But what an amazing start of a race we've had. And let me tell you, once we see all the pit stops coming through, things are going to get heated up again. Because remember, one tiny mistake on the pit lane can cost you everything. Let's go now with Alexander Chuchkovic catching Alexander Zolotarev. 1.7 between these two gentlemen. Chuchkovic looking good so far. Powella. He's gonna go straight into the pit lane. That must have been a massive crash. Because wow. Unfortunately, we're not being able to get a replay of it. But Paul Weller is going to stay in the pit lane for a while, let me tell you that. This would have been big. As you can see, P22 still catching on Van de Catsby. Chuchkovic now closing in on Zolotarev. It's already a second gap. Look at that, you stole me. Turn on Chuchkovic. Well, I'll turn on him, boy. There you have him. Mr. Chuchkovic already a second behind Zolotarev. Same goes for Budabank, Danny Jansen. As you can see, same goes for Mr. David Sparks. Both of them going to the pit lane. Igor Kristunic is going to join them. We're starting to see all the pit stops coming. Let's go quickly with our leader, with Konrad Asiata. And let's take a look at the track map to see how spread the drivers are all throughout this amazing track of Spa-Francorchamps. Amazing track indeed. And it has given us already 45 minutes of pure action, and we still have another 45 to go. Siata, when will he go into the pit lane? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to see when he's going to make that decision. For now, let's see as he goes through the bus stop. He's going to stay out. I think he's going to try to empty the tank before he goes into the pit lane for a quick splash and dash. We'll see what his decision will be, but for now, let's go back with Alexander Chuchkovic already 0.7 of a second behind Alexander Zolotarev. Of course, now that things have stopped a little bit, big thank you to SimRacing.gp for the opportunity of hosting our servers and giving us the platform to create these incredible championships. To be some big love to the SimRacing.gp guys. And you see Chuchkovic now on the back of Zolotarev. Up already only 0.5 of a second. Let's go into the rear wing. Of the alien, Mrs. Zolotarev. Let's go on the helicopter to see what's about to happen. There you see the exit, very bad from Zolotarev. Thank God the lap car came a little later on them. Oh my lord, we're gonna get a 3 wide. Oh Jesus Christ, that turning could have ended really badly side by side. Zolotarev and Chuchkovic go. Chuchkovic now on the outside. Is he gonna be able to make it through? He does not. Zolotarev defends it greatly. What a great defensive maneuver from Mr. Chuchkovic. Vlamic in the middle now. Oh, yo, careful. Chuchkovic and Vlamic nearly making contact within one another. My bomb in the pit lane. This is Zolotarev. Great defense indeed. Vlamic now being attacked by Mr. Chuchkovic. You can see we go through one. You can see Mr. Chuchkovic carrying a lot of speed with that Porsche through the corners. But will it be enough to try something out? There you see he's going for the outside line now to cut it out and try to get the better exit speed. It is not going to be enough, or is it? Is he going to dive the inside as we're going to Tave Loud? He does indeed, and he makes the move through Paul Fret in front of him, and he has done it. The move has happened. Blemish goes behind Chuchkovic, but we'll see if that's going to last long, because of course, there you see Blanchimont time, and this is where the Porsche loses a lot. The straight speed, you could see Blemish really lifting, I think, a little too much. My moment Satoshi and Lawson in the pit lane. And now the fight between these two has helped Solotarev. He has gained a little bit of, I think, 2 seconds, but he's going into the pit lane. Lawson is going to come out in a little second. Hosvich is going in as well. We're starting to see the pit lanes. The pit stop, from the front. Lucas Vase, 10 seconds behind Conrad Siata. Still 15 degrees on track, completely sunny. So I don't think we're gonna have any rain now. Jensen and Madsen training positions. Jensen goes back into P12. And we still have the next gentleman. Without pitting, it is Kern, Devsic, Hosvich who's pitting now. So it's Kern, Devsic, Sinkinen, Krupp, Vases, Siata. The 6 men remaining to go into the pit lane. And from there on, everything is going to go till the end. There you see Mr. Madsen still trying to close in, but it's not being enough. And now, we're going to go with the fight we've seen for the last 30 minutes. It has been Sparks and Arlavi going hard on one another. Let's see. Of course, Devsic, as you can see, still has a 5-second penalty to serve. That is, you got Gianni Nascari in the pit lane as well. We approach the bus stop with Mr. Arlavi, still 1.3. Sparks, of course, now going into the end. Siata, the leader, goes in. Lucas Vase is immediately going to answer. And let's see if Ben Crook is going to do the same. He is immediately going to answer as well. The 3 men on the pit lane. All switches you can see coming out. Remember the pit stop, minute and a half. It's hell going through there. Solotarev now coming out as well. There you see now Ascari Gadget Tadic as well as Paul Wella and Conrad Siata. Both in the pit lane. Ben Crook joined as well. There you see Siata now approaching the second half of the pit lane. Very calm drive, relax, regain focus, and relax those muscles for a little bit, because let me tell you, there has to be lots of tension when you're driving with such high level drivers. You can see now our lobby closing in on Sparks. In the middle, as you can see, it's none other than the man himself. We've seen him fight for a while. That is none other than Mr. Solotarev. Now the 2 gentlemen going through. Sinkinen in the pit lane. Siata is already moving. There you see him. Now we're going to stay with him, because it all comes out, if these 2 gentlemen move now, they have gained a little bit, but none of them are moving yet. So I think Siata has actually gained time on the pit stop. That is completely out of this world. Everywhere you put him, everywhere he's going to improve. That is insane. Siata, I think, is building an even bigger gap. We'll see once they cross the line again to check the gap. Indeed, we also see Brendan Klein going into the pit lane as well as Rene Kern. Arlabi is still closing in on David Sparks, 7/10 of a second. And let me tell you this, he has gained a lot of time on Ben Crook, but he has lost a massive amount of time to Lucas Vey. He's now 5 seconds behind. This could be decisive, huh? Seriously, this could mean everything. Sinkin is going to go out of the pit lane. Same goes from Brian McCline up. Let's go with Nico Blevins now. Closing in on Alexander Chuchko. Chuchko is going to go in the pit lane. So now we're going to move with David Sparks. Let's see what the man can do. If he can defend from Robert Arlabi for the next 36 minutes, both of them are going to go till the end now because they have pitted. We'll see how things develop. You see Arlabi still trying to close in, but Spark is just putting an amazing drive so far. Some more pit stops coming. Lawson, as you can see, P22, 1.5 behind Igor Kristinich. Rene Kern is coming out of the pit lane now. P14, and right now we only have one gentleman remaining to pit, and that is the leader, Marko Devcic. And of course, he has a 5-second penalty. This could mean the world to him if he can get better lap times coming, because he's just doing 2:21s. And that is not the optimum that you see Blesic. Just take a look at what happened. What the hell?